Hi everyone, welcome to Shell Sugar Rush and welcome back if you've been here before. Today I'm going to be sharing with you these adorable cow print cake pops along with an adorable little smash cake to go with it. So if you enjoy things like this, stick around and watch me put them together. So I'm starting here with crumbling my cake layers. And if you saw my Valentine Cake Pops video, you saw this process in that, and I think I did mention in there that I was going to be using about 30 of these for these cow print cake pops that were coming later. But here, of course, I've crumbled it and added some American buttercream and just tested that out to make sure it was to the right consistency, because you want a nice firm cake ball. Nothing too soft, nothing too dry and crumbly. So once I had them to where I needed them, I just started rolling them out, and I did end up getting 42 out of this batch. Actually, what I did is just filled the pan, and the pan held 42, and I kind of stopped there. I had a little bit left over, probably could have squeezed 2 or 3 more out, but I had plenty for what I needed. So here I'm just finishing those cake balls, and then I'm going to get these ready to put some sticks in them. And you can see here I've melted some white chocolate, and I'm just dipping some 6-inch sucker sticks or popsicle sticks in there and putting those into the cake balls, and I'm leaving them down like this just so they can sit and let that chocolate set up and get them ready for dipping. And you see here I've got more of that chocolate melted, so I'm just taking my cake pops and dipping it in. Now that the stick is set in there, it's really easy to just, kind of do one motion, dip it down into that chocolate and bring it up and kind of shake off that excess. And it just gives you a nice smooth look to your cake pops, and the least amount of time you have to leave it dipped in that chocolate, the less chance that you're going to be having a cake pop that's going to start pulling away from that stick. So this is a really easy process if you have your cake pops to the firmness they need to be and that stick set in there really well. So here I'm just going to finish these, and it is going to get to the point where that chocolate is going to get a little low in that measuring cup. So I am going to change to a smaller one. And you see here, I have changed to the smaller glass measuring cup just so that my chocolate is up a little higher, so that I get a little more depth in there to be able to finish dipping the rest of these with no problem. And you can see here that I've already started cow print on these cake pops. Unfortunately, I didn't have the camera on when I began, but I'm sure you don't want to see all 30 of them done anyway. So here I am using just a black edible marker to make the cow print on here. Now you can do this process with some black melted chocolate in a piping bag. You can actually cut out little fondant pieces and adhere them to the cake pop. There are many ways to do this process. But I like this. This is, pretty quick and easy. And since it's just an edible marker, that's all the extra, thing that you need to work with. So here I'm just going to finish up the cow print on these, and then we will package them up. Okay, so here I'm using just some little clear cellophane bags. They are 3x4. And I'm using my steel tape bag sealer here. I will link that in the description as well, but I'm just covering the cake pops with the bags, and then I will put it into the tape sealer, and you can see this is just a very easy process. This was a lifesaver for me because I used to, use the little shiny twist tie things, and that just took forever. This is a much more smooth, easy, and quicker process. And now onto our smash cake, and here I'm using 2 layers of 6-inch cake, and I'm using American buttercream in between and just giving that a nice crumb coat. Then I'm going to chill that for a moment, and then we'll do the final coat. And you can see here it has been chilled, and I am putting a generous final coat on here and just smoothing that out real nice and cleaning up the edges at the top. And then we're going to go on to the decor. And for the cow print, I just put some of my black buttercream in a bag with probably about a number 3 or 4 tip, and I am kind of mapping out that design on the cake where I want those prints. And then I'm taking just a small palette knife and taking that black buttercream and filling in those printed areas. I chose to do it this way just because buttercream was requested, no fondant. Otherwise, I might have just cut out those shapes with some black fondant and, put them on there, which sometimes can be a little neater look, but not everybody likes fondant. So this one is done with buttercream, and then of course I put the name on the front for the birthday boy. So I'm just going to finish up my little outlined areas for the cow print, and then our cake and our cake pops will be complete. And there you go. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure and give it a thumbs up. And don't forget, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notifications bell so you'll be notified when I upload more cakes and treats in the future. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you next time.